Welcome. Hi everyone. Welcome to Music Dave's Happy Kitchen. I'm gonna make some potato pancakes tonight. Yep. I think the first time I made potato pancakes or saw them made was by my grandmother and my bubby, and she called them Latkes. So we're gonna make some Latkes tonight. I'll teach you how I make them. It's pretty cool. It's a special recipe. And potato pancakes are world renowned. They're world renowned. So I like to make them around this time of year for Hanukkah. It's just a traditional food, but who knows, you might make potato pancakes for another reason. So I've got this here grater. I'm going to use it to grate the potatoes, and I'll show you a little trick I do. I've got a glass bowl, and then I put this strainer in it. Okay, so it's going to catch all the liquid. And then I run everything through a nice clean, fresh linen, cotton. It's actually a cotton. It's not linen. And I'll be able to drain all the juices out of our potatoes and especially the onions. But I'm going to mince the onions up first. I've tried grating the onions before, but it just it ends up getting too watery and messy and just unproductive. So I chop them really fine, and then I throw them in there with you. Well, I hope you all are doing good tonight. I started the show a little early. I missed the show last night. You know, schedules and routines, I'm just not that great at them, I guess. Not that great at them. But I'm working on it. I heard a very encouraging story today about a wonderful young woman who finally put a battery in her alarm clock. And she's always been an inspiration to me, so I might even write a song about it. But we'll see. Maybe she'll write one first. Gosh, she's writing her own songs these days too. Got to spend a little time with my grandchildren virtually, kind of like this, you know, but it was Zoom. And it was so pleasant. It was so amazing. I was, and I'll tell you what was cool about it is I kind of remember being a little person and looking at the TV or looking at a screen, and whatever was going on there was going on, and as much as I tried to yell at it, scream at it, or interact with it, nothing much happened. But it was so cool because I got a brand new grandbaby named Eno, and he was able to look at me and wave, and I was able to wave back and talk to him, and there was some interaction there, and that's special to this generation, to this time. That's a real gift of technology that's kind of closing the distance, maybe getting us ready for some interstellar travel. I don't know. Should I get into the Music Dave stuff right away like that? Should I talk about intergalactic things? I think I'll just cut some onions and cry for you. How's that? So there's a way to cut onions to make them taste better or different. I found that if I start off julienne style with these, to where I cut them like that, and then I put one more in between there, and then I start really kind of going small with it, I get a different flavor. Of course, these will be minced, so it's just going to taste like onion. And I'm up in Alaska. I'm in Fairbanks, Alaska. Welcome to Fairbanks, Alaska. Music Dave's here in Fairbanks, Alaska. And that in itself means it's kind of dry up here. But the produce, it's hard to find fresh produce, so I really hope this does make me cry a little, and it's not just one of those I've got no flavor or anything onion, because it takes a long time to get an onion from California or wherever they're growing them all the way up to Fairbanks, Alaska. Okay, I'll do this one the same way. So the onion adds a lot of great flavor. I also add some minced garlic. I've already got the garlic minced up in a bowl right there. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's right there. Onions are pretty good. They've got some kick to them. But I'm going to get them itsy bitsy as I can get them without chopping my fingers off, because I need my fingers. I'm an artist. I play guitar. I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. There's ways to get a hold of me. If you need to chat with Music Dave, you can go to the website musicdaves.com. Now, musicdaves.com doesn't have an apostrophe. It's just Music Daves. A celebration of all the Daves, but especially the Music Dave that I am. It's a pretty great place to land. You get there, and at first you're like, wow, this is a really colorful, beautiful place to be. What's going on here? It's like, oh, music. Oh, a story. Oh, music and a story. Oh, samples of the music. A podcast? What? Membership? Oh. All kinds of really great stuff happens at Music Dave's. And it's $5 a month to get to where you really want to be. You can do yourself a favor and save a little bit of money and get an annual membership, and that's only $50. And so for that $50, you'll get access to all the upcoming chapters, any new music that comes out first. Here's a big bonus. People are busy, and their devices, I know my devices get full. They, as far as information goes and having storage space. So the cool thing about musicdaves.com is you've got access to 2 media players there, and you can listen to the music without having to store it on your device, without having to necessarily buy it from another source. And I consider that a fair deal, even though you could stream it from there, and I'm never gonna get probably royalties from it, right? Because it's my website, but it doesn't, that mechanical royalties are great, but I've never seen them pour in for me. So like $5 a month is well worth it for me to let you listen to it there, and host that, and keep the website beautiful. I don't keep nothing beautiful. Virtue's designs. Virtue really builds the website and keeps it beautiful. She's a super computer that was cloned and sent to Earth to hold a place for Regina, so that when Music Dave and Regina get here sometime around the solstice, it's a fun time over here in the winter. We make up tales, we tell stories, and we chop onions. I think The Adventures of Music Dave is a really great story that you'll find. You'll find an audio version of the book like no other in the back area. It's got all the music. Did I mention the book has a soundtrack? Yep. And that's what I like to talk about. I know it sounds like I talk about my website, my book, and my music, and I try to sell things while I'm cooking. It's not really selling things. It's making stuff that I think is valuable available to people, because you know what? If you don't know it's out there and you miss out on it, well, that's a lick on me. If you find out it's out there and you tell all your friends because you love it, and then they love it, and then all of a sudden you have a better life because of maybe some of the lyrics or some of the chapters. There is kind of a moral type of story, there's a moral to it. That's something I remember from John Prine, hearing John Prine say that, a song should have maybe a good moral or a good lesson to it. I always took that to heart. It's like, yeah, man, if you've got the stage, if you're holding a bunch of people's ears captive for 3 or 4 minutes and you're telling them this story through this song, how do you want to leave those people? Do you want to leave them better than the way you found them, or do you want to tear them down a little bit, or dominate them in some way? And it's like, I don't know, man. I see it go both ways in our world. And Music Dave's choice has always been to lift folks up more often than tear them down. So that's one of the reasons I'm careful with my opinion, because it's just my dang opinion, and I got no right to bring anybody else down with it, especially if you didn't ask for it. Now, if you're just one of those people who likes punishment, and you're like, oh, come on, Music Dave, really tell me your opinion about fill in the blank. Boy, I might blow your mind, piss you off. It just never know, right? Because opinions are opinions. So I try to keep them to the minimum and keep the storytelling to the maximum, because that's a good way to slip your opinions in. It's not my fault that this character in the book behaves this way, or thinks this way, or whatever, and we'll see what happens to them, right? So it's a great way to speculate on the outcome of certain things that are perhaps very opinionated. These are going to get just a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to put them in the cloth, because they're the wettest of the things. I think the potatoes get kind of wet too, but I do them right down in the thing. Oh yeah. The Dangerous Kitchen. Frank Zappa. I'm a big Zappa fan. I like his music, but he was one with some horrible opinions at times. But yeah, he had this song about the dangerous kitchen, this messy kitchen. That's not what's going on here. Our kitchen isn't that dangerous. Okay, I believe I'm ready to call that good. So, a potato pancake, it's got to be held together by a little something. So I'm going to squeeze all the juice out of both these things, and then I'm going to add a farm fresh Music Dave copper blue egg to the deal. I will put these extra onions aside. That's onions. I thought I'd cry more. Like I said, it's not the most potent produce up here in Fairbanks, Alaska, because it's all got to be trucked in so far. So I'm segueing into something for one of my followers here on Twitch. The grumpy old man, down in Toke, that's where he's at. And this guy, he is doing this huge hydroponic indoor garden of vegetables for the school down there, in Toke. Even with guys like that, and he's amazing, and he's putting his whole heart into it. And there's more people like that too. That was the garlic, the minced garlic. It was already minced. Still, 97% of all the food that we eat up here in Fairbanks, Alaska, is shipped in. It's non-local. It's pretty devastating, That's like, well, it could be pretty devastating if it stopped, right? It's like, oh my gosh, now where are we going to get all the food from, right? Or at least the produce. A lot of the produce comes from outside of the state of Alaska. And there was a time where I was really interested in changing that, doing container farming, because I heard they were doing it in New York, and I'm kind of from Jersey, and I'm like, I could probably get down with that. And I looked into it, and boy, it sure is doable, but you got to have a lot of support for it. And when you know how it goes, until something's over, the last guy that was making money on it doesn't want to lose any money until it's completely over. That's why I guess that's why a lot of things don't move forward. I'm going to put a little kosher salt into it too. So it's, I don't want to argue with all the people that are shipping food to Alaska. A little salt blessing. Make sure you tell the truth as much as possible. Only lie when necessary. Okay, I got garlic in there, I got onions, I got salt. Okay, now the magic ingredient is the potato, and I'm just gonna do that right into the bowl here. And these are going really small. These are yellow potatoes, and for the most part, the skin don't matter, so I'm just gonna put the skin in there too. If we get a little further along here in the recipe, I'll play you a little music. I like to mix music in with food. Food is one of my love languages. If I make you food, it usually means that I care to get to know you better, or that I want to nurture something that I've noticed about you, so I feed it. That's one potato. Let me show you. Looks like that. And I really do like to go for more of a pancake than a hash brown kind of thing. But either way, I'm not going to be disappointed. The last thing I think I'm going to do to these before, I'm going to make them into little pancakes. And the last thing I'm going to do before I throw them in the oil, we're going to fry them. I thought about baking them, but I think I'll just fry them in olive oil. And the last thing I'm going to do before I put them in the olive oil is I'm going to put them in some hemp heart, some of this stuff. So add a little protein and make like a little crusty outer skin for them. It'll be good latkes, right? And so then the potato pancakes come out, and while they're still warm, what I'm gonna do, are you ready? I'm gonna put some blue cheese on it, some Roquefort, and let it melt. Yeah, I know. You can buy a mix, but then you don't got all this time to put good intention and think about the things in your body that you want to nourish and love and correct and feel good about and build up, right? And you just put that all into the mix as you process the potato. And it don't matter if you say any prayer over it, I guess. Doesn't to me. I still like to make some acknowledgement to the gestalt of it all, to the it all came from someplace. I mean, where did the potato even start? I mean, potatoes are old things. You've been eating them for a long time. So there's 2 potatoes. I wonder if 2 potatoes is going to be enough. Hold on, let me get my hands in here and see what's going on with our ratios of onions to potatoes. Might not need that other potato. It'll be enough for both of us. For 2 people. Come on over, everybody. It's quite a drive though, and we just got 10.5 inches of snow, so don't come on over. Gotta keep it. I'm gonna put this potato away for maybe tomorrow or the next night, because Hanukkah's like 8 crazy nights. It's a really wild celebration. And now I have the extreme pleasure of squeezing extra juices that I don't want out of this mixture. So that's what the cloth was about. It gives me the opportunity to twist it up and really saves me time in getting all that extra juice out. Look at all that. I don't need all that. It'll never fry. I've tried, just chopping it up and frying it. It doesn't work. You gotta drain it. You gotta get all the water out that you can, and then you're gonna replace that with a little egg as a binder. Oh, it's just delightful. So yeah, I'm just kind of twisting it up on this end and just squeezing that ball until it kind of leaks a little bit. I really like to take it over to the sink and lean on it really hard, to smash this out. Because all this, I'm just going to throw this starchy water and oniony water away. I don't think it could be good for anything. I don't know, maybe it's full of nutrition. I should try to drink it. Yuck. Okay, so that's got a lot out of it. Come on over. You guys can't see. That's something I was going to say. Don't go for anything like cheesecloth, because if you try and do this, you might rip it. And that'll really make you pissed off. Trust me. So, I'm going to let this relax, right? Like this. I'm going to loosen it up and play you a song. And then squeeze it again. And then we'll make Latkes. Got Rainy over here, hanging out in the corner, watching me do my thing. And now you guys. Now I'll play a song for the food. What's a good song to play for that little inspirational granddaughter of mine, Zipporah? Anyway. Here's a song she wrote. I've got 2 grandchildren that write songs. And their mama. So this is a song that she sent to me in crayon on a piece of paper. And then I put some chords to it. And it's called Zipporah, and that's Hebrew for little bird. Pine tree sap and the honeybee pollen. This earth, it'll let you know everything is going to be okay. Bird that sings her lullaby, the north wind will blow, and when the ocean splatters all the cool seashells, yeah, you will find in the heart us together in love, there's a heart. It holds us together in love, there's a heart. Keeps us together in love, you know that we all share it. Sings her lullaby, the north wind will blow, and when the ocean splatters on the cool seashells, you will find in the heart that keeps us together in love, a true heart. It holds us together in love, there's a heart. It holds us together in love, you know that we all share it. So that's called Zipporah, a little song. Let's turn this over. Man, that is pretty dry. It's pretty dry, but I'm gonna squeeze it one more time. I'm gonna squeeze it once more, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and we're gonna add some egg. But first, ladies and gentlemen, a word from our sponsor. Kirkland olive oil. Just kidding. Just kidding. You guys are my best sponsors. I'm going to put this over here on about medium-ish, high-ish, in between medium and medium-high, if that means anything to you. Not too hot, but hot enough to cook these latkes. I'm going to put about a 1/2 inch. That's a 1/2 inch. You guys can kind of see me over here at the oven, I hope. So anyway, this is the oven stove top. I went all horizontal tonight. Trying not to touch my face. Hey, yo. Where you find nothing to touch your face when you got so right there. Ah! Whew. Okay. So anyway, Music Dave's Kitchen's, just a freaky show, and here we are. You know, me and Furchu, me and my wife, we have way too much fun. If we let you know how much of a good time, I told you I was going to squeeze that again. And it needs to be squeezed again now that it's been kind of. If I told you really, I think it would. Yeah, it should be illegal. It will probably be illegal someplace, and then they won't be able to show this. So. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to add just a touch of flour to it. We'll see how this goes. Anyway. Oh, it's Spirit the cat. Hey, buddy, is it time to eat? He's like, it's always time to eat. Human. Well, you guys can't see him. He's down at my feet. I have a cat. He's an old guy. He's like 18 years old. Oh, that's going to make some good pancakes. Okay. You know, I'm just going to add just a touch of flour, and that's not a bad thing to do. Just to help dry it up just a little bit. So I'm going to reach my big paw down in there and just about that much. Hey, come on, brother. He is so perfect at getting underfoot. Yeah, that feels perfect now. Okay. So I do that. I mix that in there. I usually make these by hand, right? If you're just cooking for your family or yourself or a couple of people that know you, it's okay to get your hands in the food. You can wear gloves too. What's the other thing? The egg. I need an egg. One farm fresh egg already has onions on it. How about that? Let's see if I can do this with my left hand. Oh yeah. Right in it goes. We'll see what one egg does. Yummity yum 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 dee yum yum yummity yum yum yum. Yep. What next? Well, it's heating up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little piece of parchment. I like my parchment. I'm gonna do a piece of parchment. For transference purposes. Okay. So here's where I take about that much. And I start making it into a little patty. I don't want them to be huge. I don't want them to be super thick. I want them to be kind of thin. So I'm going to finish it down here. I'm going to put it on that parchment. I'm going to flatten it out. And I'm going to kind of you can't see. Here, hold on. So that's one. I'm going to make 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I may make 10 of them or more. So yeah, right there on the parchment. Flatten it out. Use the edge of my hand to shape it. So one for me, one for Furchu. This next one will be for Spirit the cat. So I'll make it a little smaller because he's got a little mouth. He's got to take little bites. He's recently experienced how great it is to be hand-fed by someone who's really in love with him. I mean, I've always liked him a lot, but boy, Furchu's really in love with him, and he really likes that. They share everything. Or he gets to sniff everything. You know, he's just that kind of cat. He doesn't like everything. So I've never been into here, try this, here, try that, because it's like, oh, dry food, score. He's into it. He's always been. And, these days, I think since he was about 16, 17 years old, I started giving him some wet food, I'm like, yeah, man, live it up, And he likes that. But He really gives me a hard time about that now. He enjoys it way too much. So that's 4 of them. I can kind of smell the oil, like the oil's hot enough. So, the receiving plate. It has a heart on it. Audience. So yeah, there's one for me, one for Furchie, one for Spirit. We have 2 chickens outside. I better make at least one more. One for Copper and one for Blue for contributing to the eggs. Or is that some kind of weird cannibalism? I don't know. We'll have to find out. They might get some latke tomorrow. I'm not going to wake those birds up. They're sleeping, I think. Are they sleeping on their little perch over there, Furchu? Yeah. Yeah, everybody's in the living room staying warm tonight. It's 25 below zero Fahrenheit. That's pretty close to 30 below 0 Celsius, I think. Or somewhere around there. Chilly night. So there's 5 latkes. There I am, compulsively washing my hands, thinking, how am I going to get you guys over here so you can see the good stuff? Okay. Come on over here. This is a frying pan. That's how they look. Nice and flat. And then I just right in there. I'm going to pick the phone up and show them to you. Hold on, I got 2 of them. I think if I put more in there, then it's going to... I might lose control, and I don't want to lose control. There they are. You guys are all a safe distance away. I'm getting a bunch of grease on my lens. Latkes. So this one went in first. Look, it's cooking up. I think I might try to flip it over. I got a thing of tongs, but I don't want to break them. I might just let them cook like that and then take them out and put rocket on the top of them. This is Daddy's little pumpkin. I can tell by the way she rolls. Little John Prine humor. Big influence of mine. This guy, talk about a guy who always left you better. He could write, oh yeah, I can flip these. I can do it without getting grease all over me. This one broke a little bit, but we don't care. We're all broken sometimes. That's right, not everybody's always perfect. Nobody is. Except for this other latke. This is going to be perfect. And do some more controlled flipping. Wasn't that beautiful? Oh, this one's going to be amazing. Golden brown on both sides. Boy, these are just coming together. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to let it... And you know, I was going to do something while it was still warm. Hold on. Oh, I can get out my block of Roquefort, right? Got this blue cheese. I'm going to crumble some of it on this one while it's still hot. Put some on this one too. And they're going to be special. They're going to have some Roquefort. Okay, this one's ready to go. All right, over she goes. Yeah, that's a much moderate. That's a better heat, I think. But I'm gonna load another one in there. Boy, this is just fun. I'm having the best time of my life doing this. I hope you all are. And it's a real celebration. So you kind of seen the way they cook going in and out and stuff like that. I'm going to put you back up here on your perch so you can see a better view of the kitchen. I'll try and aim it over this way. No, this is a cool little holder. I installed this tonight hoping that it would make things better viewing because of the horizontal aspect of it. Yeah, you'll be able to see me over in both places now. Okay, cool. So I'll put this here. It's good that this little piece broke off because I kind of, it's bad juju to ever serve anything to anybody you love without kind of tasting it first. Make sure it doesn't taste awful. Just because you might have messed up and put the sugar with the salt or something like that, you know? Nope, it's perfect. Could use a touch more salt though. But I think that's where the Roquefort's going to cover our A's. You know, it's really going to make it right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, go over, girl. Okay. This one, give it another 30 seconds, it's going to be done. What's the flavor like? Garlic and onion. But you know what? I have some of these that I haven't mixed up yet. And I'm an adventurer. I'm just gonna roll the dice on these next couple. And I'm gonna throw some of that in there. You too. So yeah, put a little roquefort on this one while it's still warm. And this is really good blue cheese. We go to the store, and there's this one store here in town where we go to do some of our grocery shopping, who I will not name because of probably, well, Fred Meyer's, hell, who cares? So we go to Fred Meyer's, and they've always got this really nice section of blue cheese for us to choose from. It's like, hurry up and buy this. We're slicing it into like $3 chunks, and we're like, yeah. So we always get some special blue cheese and celebrate some of our meals that way. It's a flavor we both enjoy. My dad turned me on to blue cheese. My dad, rest his soul, introduced me to the whole Hanukkah tradition. My father. It wasn't like one of those things where the whole family always knew it either. I guess when my dad got married to my mother, she already had 3 children with another guy, and they were all Christians, and they celebrated Christmas. And then here comes my dad, and he's like, hey, let me show you this thing called Hanukkah. And, you know, it became a family tradition to do both. Some of the food that was made around, the holiday was this. And my grandmother lived with us at the time, my bubby. And yeah, I remember she used to put together some latkes. She was just about 4 foot tall. Had a very powerful influence on me, though. I can remember some of my earliest memories of sitting with somebody and being read to was that woman. She used to read to me a lot. She taught me the Hebrew alphabet, of course, or tried to instill that into me, things like that. She was my father's mother. So. And I've noticed that in my life, is that the traditions, a lot of times in some of the deeper learning, it's passed along really strong and faithfully through the women. I don't want to burn this, but I want to make some more. Oh, it's okay. I'll keep an eye on it. Boom. I'll go high speed, low drag. Boom. 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 Then, these out. I don't think they need to be as thin as I thought they did in the beginning. And they're ending up looking like whatever they want to anyway, so I guess it's not so important how they're shaped anymore like it was in the beginning. See how things change in just a short period of time? And that's what I was doing, getting them on there real good and slide it off in there. That's a mess, but these will probably taste a little different because they got that extra seasoning in them. I'll do 2 at a time. This last one right there. Boom. Lots of boom, boom, boom. Oh, stay with me. Okay. Latkes frying in some olive oil. Jack Frost nipping at my nose. And all that I can say is, Heidi, Heidi, hey, happy everything. Just shine. Okay. This is what we ended up with. We ended up with a nice thin, flaky crust on the outside, a little bit of potato inside that little hunk of roquefort. Oh my God. Now, I think that's amazing. Hold on, let me go feed some to Fruchu. Oh, wow. She approves. I approve. Ooh.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, delicious, tasty.
No, I can't stop eating them. And they're really good when they're hot.
Roquefort is delicious.
I know. I've never done that. Never before Fruchu. Let me have the plate back, but you take the latke. Well, I'm expecting the latke police to come breaking down the back door any minute. Demanding confiscation of these illegal latkes. Yeah. And everything's good with coffee. Oh, this one's done. And there we have it. Oh, I didn't put the hem parts on any of them. Whatever. Maybe next time. Just in case anybody caught that. Thank you. So these aren't going to have the high protein quality that I thought they were going to have. They're still going to be delicious. Actually, the aquifer makes up for it, I think. Salt, pepper, garlic. Good choice. These ones got a little bit more flavor. Mm-hmm. Almost done, folks. And so, thank you for joining us. I've enjoyed having everybody here. I've enjoyed making latkes with you, eating them in front of you. Please, go make your own potato pancakes and have a light and festive evening.